Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all. All around the world. And it's a real matter of privilege and honor for me to be joining the IFPH forum, that's the International Forum for the Promotion of Homeopathy. As Dr. Javed Akhtar was talking very nicely about the, homeopathic part, which has been taking place all around the world, and this effort of IFPH to bring this to the world wide, and bringing this testimonies as well as the presentation of various people and the experience of their various people they had with homeopathy is really going to be a hallmark and eye opener for lot many people. Today, I'm really delighted to join. That my younger son, Dr. Sanket Gupta, he's also MD, homeopathy, to join with me and be, a part of this, Zoomathon. Right from now onward, we come to that, the marvel of homeopathy. Am I visible and audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, to start with, we have got a Dr. Professor K.G. Suresh. He's a Vice Chancellor of Makanlal Chaturvedi University to talk about homeopathy and his experience.
I'm really glad to learn that there's an international conference going on homeopathy. Homeopathy is increasingly finding a lot of acceptance in India. There was certainly a section of population which believed that homeo just had a placebo effect. But over the years, eminent homeopaths in this country have shown that homeo can be an effective remedy for many problems. I, Professor K.G. Suresh, who is the Vice Chancellor of India's biggest and oldest media university, the Makanlal Chaturvedi National University of Journalism and Communication, and Gopal, am a personal witness to this. I've seen that there have been many problems that I've encountered in my life, my family members have encountered, and often they could not find a solution in allopathy. The solution they found was in homeopathy with the help of doctor friends like Dr. A.K. Gupta from Delhi. And I can tell anyone that please don't dismiss homeopathy. Homeopathy is very effective in certain cases, where even the so-called advanced scientific allopathic system of medicine doesn't work. I would say that homeopathy is a very, very effective alternative therapy, and we should look at it increasingly as one of the solutions to manifold problems faced by mankind. Thank you so much.
I'm a corporate trainer by my profession and also an English academic. My husband, an MTech from IIT Bombay, and in his case, I'm in field of homeopathic consultation, how it helped us and how homeopathy transformed our lives. We live in New Delhi. The onslaught of pollution, it's a major deterrent to health and longevity here. We all know, we are aware, but we did experienced it. We had a first-hand experience in keeping up with pollution and how the whole catastrophe hit my husband, Kamlesh Banerjee, who fell to serious lung infection a couple of years back. We went around all multi-speciality hospitals. We had consulted more than half a dozen multi-speciality hospitals with their renowned doctors and found little respite. To be true, we found very little respite. No team of highly qualified doctors could address Kamlesh's problem accurately. His condition was worsening. There was pleural effusion in his lungs, in his abdominal regions, despite undergoing a couple of surgical procedures as well, and a prolonged course of tubal medicines. His liver conditions were deteriorating severely. There came a time when Kamlesh could hardly walk or stand by himself, barely stand for a few minutes. Kamlesh lost his appetite. He was sieged by sleepless nights and restless days. Each passing day, we were left more miserable, more despaired. We were made to approach, we did approach Dr. A.K. Gupta, sir, leading homeopath from New Delhi. And on the very first day of our consultation with him, we gathered an instinctive understanding that it's here that we should find our answers. And we did find our answers exactly. Kamlesh, my husband, he religiously followed the course of Dr. Gupta's medicines. Also, we held long discussions with our doctor, discussing the various aspects of Kamlesh's medical condition, his symptoms, his blood reports, the history of Kamlesh's health charts, so on, and so many things. It was a long list of our discussion. Dr. Gupta showed immense patience, and he dealt our case with a very meticulous approach. Gradually, Kamlesh started regaining. He started his liver condition, his blood reports, his pleural effusion. Everything started showing a beautiful change. They started improving. And within a fortnight, his pleural effusion dried up. It showed in the reports. That was very amazing. It was miraculous. Inculcated a lot of hope, for us, and alongside a very selective line of modern medicines and Dr. Gupta's homeopathy, Kamlesh was totally back to his healthy self within almost a year. It took almost a year for him to feel absolutely normal, fine, as if nothing had gone wrong. Okay. And that was Dr. Gupta's blessings and his care. We shall always stay very, very grateful. Here we owe you a hearty thanks. We always stay very, very thankful to you.
Hello everyone, I'm mother of dermatitis patient Kashi Gupta. The rat started at backside of her neck at 5 months of her age and worsened as the time went on. The child's quality of life was severely affected as she used to cry all night, and the reason was almost unknown to us. Initially, for about 2 months, I took allopathic treatment for the same, but all in vain. Her early symptoms usually affected her skin inside the elbows, on the back of the knees, backside, sides of the neck, and the wrist, etc. Finally, we came to know that she is suffering from atopic dermatitis. During our several visits to very well-known hospitals of Delhi, we came to know that there is no cure for atopic dermatitis in allopathy. In this line of treatment, The main goals of treatment are to ease itching, inflammation, add moisture, and prevent infection by staying away from triggers such as wound, soaps, chemicals, dust mites, keeping child fingernails short to help prevent scratching that can cause skin irritation and infection, and staying away from allergens, if any. Finally, out of my strong in homeopathy, I decided to take treatment from Dr. A.K. Gupta of OB-HAMS. He not only showed the path of recovery, however, he also kind of assured me that progression of atopic dermatitis to asthma in later childhood may also be halted. Also, he created an awareness with this line of treatment at initial stage. Her skin could get more dry, scaly at times, and would also develop severe eruption in terms of small raised bumps that may become crusty and leak fluid if scratched. At an outset, Dr. Gupta recommended us to get several blood tests done along with an allergy panel test. The allergy panel test indicated an observation that Kashfi was allergic to milk. Her survival remained on soya milk for about 3 years while she was under the course of medication. Out of this problem, my daughter and I had passed several sleep for the patient, but for the caretakers as well. It is very hard to witness someone suffering from this disease in real life. I am just showing off the pictures of my daughter of all 3 stages. Stage 1, an early stage, in which she had few rashes. Stage 2, while she was getting a treatment. Stage 3, when she fully got recovered and was even able to consume normal milk. She came out of her milk allergy as well. I have used homeopathy for myself and my family for the last 30 years for almost all the medical problems. I have recommended this treatment to many people and have witnessed good effects in them as well. Therefore, out of this belief, I would strongly recommend trying the practice of homeopathy for any of the ailment, especially if you are tired of swallowing chemicals for short-term relief. Also, I would like to utilize this platform to mention that Dr. Gupta is a magician, a great physician. Thank you so much for all your contribution in the field of homeopathy and treating Kashfi while my hope was all in despair. I am so fortunate to have found a God in you. I have heard that God descends in several avatars. For me, He has shown Himself in you. Thank you so much, Dr. Gupta, and homeopathy. With deepest regard and respect, Neetu Basi. Thank you so much.
Now, this is a case.
Hello, my name is Gulvesh Khan. My age is 19. At the age of 60, I got suffered from a disease called motor neuron disease, MND. My first treatment was started in KGM, and I was diagnosed there for 2 years. I didn't got any relief from them. So my relatives suggested my father to take me to the Mr. Dr. A.K. Gupta. Now it's 15 months, they are diagnosing me. And from their treatment, my health is improving day by day. And now I am able to stand with my feet and walk to someone's house. And I hope in future I fully got cured from this.
कोशिश करो अपना सीधा पढ़ लीजिए क्या ठीक है पढ़ लीजिए काफी गलत भर गया पढ़ लीजिए Very good. Another patient was trying to share also.
इधर वापस आ
So MND is supposed to be a main problem of later stage, but he was a young chap who got it. मतलब पहली वाली में मतलब तो ज्यादा सपोर्ट और ज्यादा वो नहीं करना पड़ा। हाँ खड़ा रहते हैं। अब कितना एफर्ट लगता ठीक है। इसको थोड़ा दिमाग से वो निकाल के कुछ आराम से लेना पड़ा। हाथ से जरा हाँ हाँ चलिए कोशिश करेंगे ना वो पीछे नहीं गया। हाँ देख शाबाश। Very good, very good. It was really a moment thought of for that particular gentleman to see that he can stand even for a couple of seconds without any support on his own. That's what I mean is the wonder of homeopathy which he has done in his case. And to tell you honestly that he is totally on homeopathic medicine. There is no allopathic medicine being given for the case of this motor neuron disease. Now, Dr. Nakul Parashar. I'm sorry for that. I think the voice is a little low.
case had an acute, it was an acute case of diabetes mellitus for the first time when it was diagnosed. I remained almost in that condition for a long time. Taking immediate care and attention helped me control my blood sugar. Blood sugar, we all know, is a cause for a number of ailments. Has a long-lasting effect on one's.
Well, I mean, I think, I mean, the voice is audible or no? But he's Dr. Nakul Parashar, the director of Vigyan Prasar, Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India. He's been narrating his, experience when he had the diabetes with the delirium. And despite of going to a number of places and hospitals, he was not able to get any relief. This was the time when he came for homeopathy, and his blood sugar had gone up to 800, and with that, almost disease stage. That was the time when he came to homeopathy, and within a couple of days, his blood sugar came to, considerably a normal state where he could go further on. That's what actually he was, trying to, tell. But I think the volume is a bit low, so that's what I'm just telling you. Thank you.
I've been using homeopathic medicine for close to 18 years now, and for all my family problems. And I have a very good experience of homeopathic system. It has always helped me and my family members to get relief from these issues. I would like to share one such experience with you. My father, who expired this year in January, had been diagnosed with colon cancer in 2018, and was operated upon for the same. And it was a stage 4 colon cancer that had gone to the liver also. So he also underwent 10 sessions of chemotherapy. We gave him homeopathic medicine during the chemotherapy cycles, and that helped him a lot in coping with the chemotherapy side effects. However, in May 2020, he had to be admitted to the hospital with complaints of nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and lot of weakness. So he was admitted to the ICU, and he had been there for around 10 days in ICU. And his situation was not actually coming under control, and his bilirubin level was constantly increasing, and it reached as high as 12, and it was continuously increasing. So the doctors were also not very sure like how it can be controlled. And he started, and he was also having a lot of water retention in the body and in the abdominal cavity and all those things. So I had known Dr. Gupta for a long time, and I always consulted for homeopathic medicines. So I discussed the case with him, and he provided some medicines for the same. And miraculously, as soon as we started the treatment, and within a day, the pace at which the bilirubin level was increasing reduced, and slowly it started coming down. And within 1 month, he came out of bed, and he was able to move around freely, and was able to have his own food for his daily course. His bilirubin level also became normal. All the swelling and water retention in his body always also went out. So that was kind of quite an amazing experience of homeopathy, and the doctors were also not sure like if such a recovery could happen. And I am thankful to Dr. Gupta to help me in that situation.
Well, this was a case of colon cancer where, with the metastasis, it was being helped with the homeopathy.
Hello, I want to share my experience with homeopathy. So, I was having anxiety problem and also having panic attacks. And I was also having chest pain. So I visited several doctors, but no one was able to cure my problem. But when I came across homeopathy, the best part was all my each and every problem was listened. All my past history, for my past history, and you know, and pinpoint the right problem and give me the right medicine, and it helped me a lot. Within 3 or 4 months, I was back to normal. So it was a very great experience, and I also visited several allopathic doctors as well, but I was not having relief. So homeopathy helped me a lot in curing my problem. Thank you.
This is a case of, a beautiful case of GB syndrome.
GPS, a year back on July 15th, 2018. And since then, it's been a tough and long recovery.
visit his place at Gurgaon to see the patient because he was totally bedridden. That situation of the patient has come in, he had to be helped by at least one or two persons to make him even stand. We used to fall back even while sitting in the sitting position too, because he couldn't control. No strength in his arms, legs, as well as the back. You can see the effort made by the physiotherapist that he has been keeping his feet over his feet to give him a support, and with the walker, I mean support only, he's been able to make to stand.
Thanks to Dr. A.K. Gupta from Homeopathy Hands for treating me with homeopathic medicine. Struck me, I was fully paralyzed, and I had no motor. And it took me 1 year now that I am semi-independent. I can sit up, I can stand up, I can take short walks, I can move my arms.
He's the patient was from America, and he had to go back because of this, visa problem. So after even extending for on medical grounds. It's been slow and steady progress, which has been regular.
Like the last phase of recovery, my lower arms and fingers now to regenerate. The path is slow, but so far it's the final phase of recovery.
My wife is so happy. Continue employment over time when you cannot move in the body. That's the miracle of homeopathy. I'm trying to give the as much many issues of homeopathy where homeopathy has helped the patient in various sort of conditions. Now this is a very interesting case of a diplomat who has been childless for the last 6 years of marriage, who has been helped with homeopathy.
Next time next week we came together. I met also Dr. A.K. And we mentioned give our problem calm and now we were married for years, got to child unnecessary also.
The patient coming was oligopolia, and he had taken treatments in his own country from Bosnia, but he was no avail. Only when he came to India, he was on posting to Bosnia Embassy, and he approached us. We started treating him with homeopathy.
Even the wife was treated in this case.
Later, the continued treatment, and when July, I came June, I looked suggested some check there. So I was on the treatment all the time. September 2013, after a couple of months after the treatment, I felt my life became thin. And later on, I came back in September. And told doctors that my life was better and also happy. And where is your kid now?
There is a gift of God given to them.
So would you recommend homeopathy to your friends?
Yes. Actually, to be honest, in the beginning, I was open for all kind of medicine, and I am about the with now, I would recommend say best kind of medicine, maybe the best one.
Yeah, they've been full interested in homeopathy, and they got their charting because of India being in India, so they kept their name of their daughter also on Indian name. That's what they have been given as a gratitude to India as well as Anarada was the name. That's why he kept the name Anarada. Well, this is Mr. Mayank Agarwal. He is the Director General, Doordarshan, Government of India. Has been testifying. I think there is a little problem of the volume or this thing was not very clearly audible. So I'm just telling that what he's been saying, that his particular experience with homeopathy on himself, his wife, his family members, they have been treated well, and with homeopathy, he has always find a good respite. In the last moment when he had a problem with the gastric and chest problem, despite of going all kind of a test all around this country, the problem was not getting through. And that was the time when he came to us and started homeopathic medicine. And within a couple of months, he has been completely all right. And I really would feel I'm thankful to him to say that he has been also trying to promote homeopathy through Doordarshan and trying to give some programs on homeopathy, which have been somehow Ayush department has been working, but homeopathy has not been getting as much due as it deserves and requires. So I would still request him to do something more about the propagation of homeopathy, so that people all around the world can see, like today is a forum when we are seeing and sharing the experience of various people who have been benefited with homeopathy. Now, this is a very important case. It's a non-healing ulcer with idiopathic, thrombocytopenia case cured with homeopathy. On 5th of August, when he came to me, this was the condition of his leg. On 19th August, he was a bit better. 14th October, you can see the improvement further. October 28, 2020, healing almost all around the wound. 11th November 2020, further healed. And you can mark his platelet counts has been 10,000. He has never ever gone beyond 10,000 in his life. And there was a time when in a Kriplani hospital, he was given platelets. And on 23rd of December 2020, this was a condition when the wound was completely healed. And to the surprise of everyone, despite of giving the platelets, instead of they helped, it came down further. This was before starting the treatment of homeopathy, and this is after the intervention of homeopathy treatment. Now, this is another,
I totally advocate the use of homeopathy in day-to-day life, everybody. I think it is a very wonderful alternative mode of medicine, and people all around the world should be able to use it for the benefit. My basic experience has been that I have been using homeopathic medicines for the last so many years for various basic elements, situations, medical situations which have occurred with me. And the results have been very fruitful. And I am very grateful to Dr. A.K. Gupta and OPHAMS that I have such good medical advice. My basic experience of homeopathy as a wonder drug was when one day I woke up in the morning and I vomited blood, and all of a sudden my throat was swollen and there were rashes, there was some sort of lump in my throat. I could not basically swallow anything. So I went to Dr. Gupta and he assured me that things would be all right. So we started the treatment, and gradually the swelling healed, the redness went away, the blood stopped, and with a couple of weeks, my throat was normal. I think it was wonderful. My second experience is that while traveling, I contacted eczema. And they say it is a very good disease, doesn't go off easily. The hands, eczema in the hands, eczema in the legs. I tried everything. Ultimately, with the help of homeopathy, the span of a few weeks, the eczema went off. So I think homeopathy is a great mode of medicine, and it should be spread. People should be able to have the benefit of the wonder drugs and the mode of medicine available to us. Thank you.
Mr. Joshi testifies the efficacy of homeopathy, which has helped him, his family member, and his wife, ranging from problem of skin, neurology, as well as anxiety, depression. That homeopathy has got a wider life way of treating the different type of cases. And in certain families, you get all type of cases. This was the one family where we had the homeopathic effect seen in almost all type of diseases. I think the volume, I mean, is again, seems to be a little low. Is it audible? Okay. Well, now this is a one beautiful case of non-healing diabetic foot after the amputation. The patient, you can see on the top, surgical dressing was unable to heal the wound after the amputation. As long as they used to do the dressing, they used to correct the wound, and instead of healing, it kept on going further deeper and deeper. And that was the time that homeopathic treatment was started. Wound started healing with homeopathic treatment gradually. Oral homeopathic medicines and dressings were given to him. Homeopathic tincture, that was calendula, ointment and tincture and ointment were used, and patient started improving tremendously. His HbA1c, which had gone up to 16, also came down gradually, and the wound healed completely. Now you can see on the insert picture of the same foot. Blood sugar levels also improved. Now, from 16 to HbA1c came to 8. Wound has completely healed with homeopathy and not cured with homeopathy too. This was before. And now, after, when the wound has completely healed with homeopathy. Now, this is another case of some person who never believed in homeopathy, though his wife had been my patient. Ever since before she got married to him, but he never used to believe in homeopathy till one day when he had a severe problem with his ear while he was traveling on, going on board. Got some problem. He went to a number of ENT surgeons and they said that the eardrum has got some problem. This thing and that thing, various tests were done, but nothing were helping him. He used to feel completely heaviness on the ear and almost unable to hear. After experiencing now, with homeopathic treatment, gradually when we gave him, and within 3 days after the dose of Salicia, 1 and 3 doses, his problem got completely resolved, and he started believing. Now not only he is no more skeptic, he's a firm believer of homeopathy, and he has started taking treatment for his acute conditions also, and does come to homeopathy treatment for himself and for his children for any and every kind of a problem. So now this is the part of what we say, skeptics can become ardent fan and believer of homeopathy, provided they try themselves on. And it is from this particular forum of IFPH, I would like to make a comment and make a suggestion and make an appeal. Those who do not have belief in homeopathy or those who think otherwise, give it a chance to see for themselves that what wonder it can do. It can transform the life of a patient, right from, this is what we are trying to show, from atopic dermatitis to neurology conditions, to the ENT conditions, to the, condition of GBS syndrome, which is, another problem of motor neuron disease, which is considered to be disease which does not have got any treatment in allopathy or any other medicines. But I am treating more than 500 cases with very good results. Though we do not say that we cure it, but we have been able to put the patient's progression in slow down or halt the progression and improve the quality of life, as well as the span of life also has been increased with the help of homeopathic treatment. Now, this is, something very interesting, as Dr. D.K. Rakeja.
Modern medicine for the last 40 years in Delhi and NCR. I strongly believe that now is the time to change. We should be more embracing, and we should have an attitude of acceptance of the other alternative branch of the medicines, like homeopathy. This corona pandemic has given a very, very clear message that no branch of the medicine is complete and no branch of the medicine is of lesser importance. So we should get together and fight this unknown enemy, because each branch has something to offer to the medical conditions. If I look back, during my last 40 years of practice, I have seen many patients who have benefited immensely with the help of homeopathic medicines, especially in skin disorders, psychological disorders, and untreatable medical conditions, renal stones. There are so many things in which homeopathy has a very, very great role to play. Then why not to accept? Also, in many situations where some allopathic medicines are comparatively contraindicated, in those conditions, homeopathic options are much safer to use. So, if you sum up all branches of the medicines, all alternative medicines branches, they should be accepted with an open mind, and a whole holistic and integrated approach to the treatment of the patient is the need of the hour. Thank you.
This is something, this kind of a statement coming from a modern medicine doctor is always a welcome, and this is what we look forward that people all around the world should appreciate it and start believing in the integration of systems of medicine for the sake of the patient's welfare. And Agis OVMs has been the pioneer to start this kind of integration right from beginning at the 1999. Now, this is another case, something very interesting, spasmodic dysphonia, which is a rare disease cured with homeopathy.
Hello everyone, my name is Shishir Kumar and I am from New Delhi, India. I want to share my experience regarding one of the issue which I have faced a few years back. I was suffering from a throat vocal voice disorder, and it's spasmodic diaphonia. So around 7 or 8 years back, I just faced difficulty in speaking. Like it was very much strained. My voice was coming very low, and a lot of pain was there. And I need to speak with a very much effort, and voice was coming very low, and it was not a continuous. So this issue, initially I was totally blank. What is this? So I went through a lot of tests like tongue test, then ENT test, and all those like speech therapies, all those things. But means I could not able to figure it out. Everybody has did the test, and I just nothing was coming. I was not able to find what is this. So then I thought, let's try, why not homeopathics in this. So I just went through. I just went to Dr. Sanket Gupta in OVM's clinic. So there initially he checked and started curing for this issue, and it took some time. Like initially means I was initially I was not very much confident that this will work. So I thought, just let's tried everything here and there, and nothing was successful. So I thought, let's try this one also, one thing. So he tried and tried combinations of his medicines, and then after that a few months, like around 2-3 months, then I seen little bit improvement in that. So there I started gaining the hope that this issue can be cured, because parallelly along with him I was also searching a lot on the net that what is this, because once this issue was there, I was very much demotivated and losing my confidence that voice is the main thing, and if we are unable to speak properly, then what I will do in my whole of the life. So I was very much tense, and I was started researching and a lot on the net. I came across a lot of people in abroad, like this issue. Then I came across that, and Dr. Sanket Gupta also he also told that this kind of issue is there, that spasmodic diaphonia is there. So then, I was looking on the net that there is no proper cure for this. In the abroad, people are like taking Botox injection or many others kind of thing, which can give a relief, but temporary relief, but not the permanent relief. But Sanket Gupta, he was trying the combinations, and after 3-4 months, I just started seeing the results, and then the hope came in me, and I started getting some confidence. And he again just tried and tested and changed his based on my means whatever the things was improving. And so after around 6, 7, 8 months or 1 year, then you can say like my voice was 70%, 60 or 70% was improved. So after that, nothing was like that. I thought that I need to finish it, completely. I need to cure it. So after that, I almost after 2 years, it has cured 95%. But I was this issue was so much critical for me, and I was so much worried that I continued for like some longer duration also, so that to properly complete and finish this, so that it doesn't come again. So it took little bit like 1 year time, but I trusted on Dr. Sanket Gupta, and I am very thankful to him that this issue has been resolved, and I am now living my normal life. Now you can see how I'm speaking, and my voice is properly fine.
Hi, this is Ramit Singh.
Very interesting.
Suffering in Cleveland.
Everyone is being
So we, like me and my wife,
Corona pandemic.
Corona positive report in November first week. And at that time, Delhi was on its peak with the lot of Corona cases. And we really got worried after that. We consulted our friends, family friends. So there were like many different advices from everybody, like to start FabiFlu, to consult a doctor immediately. But we consulted our doctor, family doctor, Mr. Sanket Gupta, Dr. Sanket Gupta, and were prescribed homeopathy medicines. So we totally rely on homeopathy medicines the whole of our quarantine period, which is of 14 days. So the course was like all our symptoms, because the symptoms keep changing every day in COVID. So he prescribed several medicines as per our symptoms. Sometimes we got fever, mild fever, sometimes we got headache, sometimes it was like body ache. So he changes our medicine every day as per the symptoms, and we really got the good effect of the medicine, and we got cured from it. So we did not take any of the allopathy medicine or any of the government prescribed medicine, which was FabiFlu at that time. And moreover, like after getting cured from COVID, so we did not, suffer from any harsh effects of medicines. Like many of my friends were really not feeling very well even after getting a negative report of COVID, because they have a lot of weakness, they have headaches, they have various symptoms after when they got okay from COVID also. So since we take only homeopathy medicine, so I think that really helps after COVID. So that's it. We thank Dr. Sanket Gupta to be with us.
This was, a little compilation of few cases and the testimonies of the people who had been treated with homeopathy at our center, at AKG Covium's Medical Center. And as you know, that homeopathy has a wide range of treatment to offer. And as we always say, and I specifically say, that homeopathy ensures health safely. So if this kind of a message we are able to give to the patient all around the world, the time would not be very far off when it would get its recognition, what it's, due to it. And not only people would come to homeopathic treatment for the sake of, since it is being cost effective, it is a bit cheaper, or considering it that if it is not going to help, it is not going to do any harm. the time has come that we should be able to, showcase our efficacy of our, effectiveness of homeopathy, that people should adopt for its efficacy and its efficiency and not for the other reasons. And with this particular thing, I thank IFPH and I thank everyone, to be, associated with this particular, Zoom marathon, likely to be a, event of Guinness Book of World Record, having more than 200 sessions of that. We look forward to that, and it would be a very great honor for all of us to be associated to such a kind of an event. Me and my son, Dr. Sanket Gupta, really wish this to be a great success. And I'm sure that next, our friends from Siberia are ready to join in the next session. And we would love to hear and see that what has been happening all around in Siberia, and what doctors are doing and what patients are experiencing in various kind of diseases and various kind of problems which are being helped with homeopathy. And with this, I would like to say thanks, and thanks to all of you, to all my patients, to all the homeopathic lovers and doctors all around the world. And let's make homeopathy works accepted and highlighted in each and every aspect of, healthcare as well as medical situation. The time is not very far off, as the WHO has already started, saying that homeopathy has been accepted as a second best mode of treatment adopted by the population. And the time, in today's time, when the things are getting complicated day by day, there is no harm I see that we should be adapting ourselves for this integration of medication for the benefit of the patients. As every system has got something to offer, every system has got certain limitations also. If we are able to understand our limitation and extend our hand to some other mode of treatment or mode of science to help the patient, I think we are getting that particular purpose solved to serve the patient in the best possible manner. With this, I would like to thanks, or do I have some more time, Dr. Shahji? Hello.